We got Yuna and TERRA. Let's go ahead and transform the TERRA. Let's go, Esper TERRA. Let's go for the Overlord. We're going to create a copy of the Overlord. It's going to have lifelink with Yuna. We're going to take out your whole board. We're going to gain life, and then we get to attack with it as well. So not only are we getting lifelink when you attack and deal the 4 damage, but when you actually deal the combat damage, so all the lifelink in the world. That was going to have to get sacrificed anyway. All right, here we go. Here's the kind of cooking that I like here. All right, cool. With the okay, yeah, okay, that's what we're talking about. Bard, how are you doing here? I think this is a good enough hand here. We can surveil into some more lands here. Got the Overlord. So I did not even go into the play queue with this thing. I feel pretty strongly about it. Here we go. All right, let's go ahead and go for the commercial district. Would not mind seeing another. Ooh, Summon Bahamut. Looking good. I think it's Bahamut. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. I've never played Final Fantasy. Plus, I have just a really hard time pronouncing things in general. But here we go. I do kind of want to go in for, like, you know, TERRA, the Magical Adept. Seems that pretty good here, but this seems pretty easy. We're just going to go ahead and pitch away our Overlords and then hopefully reanimate them with Yuna. That's kind of the idea here. Nothing too crazy here. Let's just go in for the mighty Green Overlord. Green Overlord. I mean, this deck can get a little crazy though. I don't want to underestimate the landfall birdies because I can definitely get crazy. So I'm gonna say no. We'll go ahead and if they go super crazy with like a Fabled Passage or a double thingy, I will definitely just chump block. I would consider this pretty crazy. So they're gonna get what, like two basics. Well, hold on. Well, I guess they don't really care to use the escape tunnel. Typically, they want to use the escape tunnel to make it unblockable first. But I don't think they really care because it's not like they're going in for like lethal with like the Tifa or something like that. So, which I would heavily assume that's what they're playing. They'll just rip this off. I'm gonna do this while they don't have any green untapped, because if they have green untapped, obviously they could go for like Snakeskin Veil or something like that. So I'll just do this now. I mean, I have to treat it as like a real threat, right? I mean, it's getting bigger and bigger, so it is kind of time to go in for TERRA. I do kind of want to flip it. We do want to have a little bit more of an emphasis on our new cards here, but we're just going for the Overlord. Gotta get our land set up. Here we go. I will say though, I think I guess there's kind of like a general like analysis of like the metagame right now. I think red is just like tier 0. Like either pick your poison, mice or cutter. I think cutter's a little bit better, but I think it's close to tier 0. I think you're at a strict disadvantage if you're not running one of those 2 decks. But let's not worry about that. That's not what's in front of us. So let's go for TERRA. This is a little nerve-wracking. Obviously, if they have like a Snakeskin Veil, we might be kind of cooked. I'm trying to see if we get TERRA. Alright. It's kind of hoping we snag another Leyline Binding. I am running a full play set of Leyline Binding despite not having like you know, typical domain. Okay, well there we go. There's another one, but we can only go for 1 right now, so you know, we'll just kind of wait. But I mean, if they have a Snakeskin Veil, I think it's just over, right? I mean, not over, but like they might just go for some sort of crazy landfall stuff. Don't like that. So it's Traveling Chocobo. They're gonna, I mean, if they go for like a Fabled Passage. Let's do this now. Let's do this now because okay, we caught you with your pants down a little bit here. No green, no problem. They've got to be running sort of like spot removal protection. I mean, they just have to be. So they're not gonna go for the unblockable shenanigans. They're just going in for strip for the escape tunnel. Sure. Another Leyline. I do kind of want to just flip the TERRA. Like I know it's again. Yeah, nothing's optimal. Only Steel Cutter and Mice are optimal, so we might as well just have a little bit of fun here. Let's go for it. TERRA, Magical Adept. Let's transform, baby. All right, Esper TERRA. So whatever we get is gonna get lost Because we have to sacrifice it at the beginning of our next end step. So I think we might as well just be the Overlord. So that we can get 2 lands here. That's kind of good. I think if the Chocobo, the little baby Chocobo, had like a bazillion counters on it, you could consider going for Leyline Binding just to flicker it, basically, and then just like reset it with the counters. Alright, so they get double. That is kind of annoying though. They get it off the top of their deck. And they can kind of do like a little mini storm thing here with the Traveling Chocobo. God. I'm gonna block. I mean, I would be highly surprised if they didn't have something else, but overprotect. Okay. Makes sense. Just some sort of pump spell. Indestructible, so I don't think I should have blocked either way. Well, I guess it wouldn't have mattered. So who's our Esper TERRA? Honestly, we're not looking super great here. Getting a little nervous. Alright, I could go for Torso Tower on the Traveling Chocobo. High Noon. I am main decking the High Noon. We are going to get back this, the green Overlord with the impending counter. My only question is... Land. My only question is here, do we go in for a Torso Tower? I do want to get greedy in Torso Tower and bargain to get rid of the Chocobo. Because I don't think they can really win without the Traveling Chocobo. Maybe we should wait. I guess wait? I don't know. Oh. Unless they really stormed off with the Chocobo. There's one. I'm tempted. Should I pull the trigger now? I do want to. Do I want to get rid of my Beanstalk? Not really, because we. Okay. Stop! Oh, God. Well, the damage is done. I mean, damage is done. I mean, I really should have just torched the tower, bargain. I mean, I didn't even really need to bargain. I didn't even really need to bargain. I should have just probably killed the Traveling Chocobo, right? If I kill the Traveling Chocobo, now we're looking kind of sweaty. Like, kind of really sweaty. But I guess we made our bed. We got to sleep in it. Torch the tower. Sack. What am I looking for? Yuna. Please, Yuna. Yuna. That's not a Yuna. Alright, we get rid of this Traveling Chocobo. I should have just did it. I was kind of scared of like a Snakeskin Veil. Because now we're looking kind of rough. Like, I don't know. I guess we gotta try this out, right? Leyline Binding, we get to the card draw. Do they have the counter, or not counter, but you know what I mean. They do. Damn it! Oh my God! Another Overprotect. We need some help here. So we got up the Beanstalk. Oh my God. Joshua. Well, Joshua just lets us draw immediately, right? I don't think we're really in any position to like flip Joshua. A true silver bullet here with Phoenix Dominance. They're just so big. I guess we'll have to rip it. I don't know. We're just going to show off our new cards here. I probably should have gone in for, like, if we're playing, like, optimally, you'd probably just go in for Beanstalk. Because I can't transform this right away anyway. Overlord. I mean, at this point, the Overlord is just not big enough to burn the little birdies to death here, so. I don't know. Audacity, and we're just I guess I have to chump block now. Yeah, it's 18. Oh my God, I cannot believe that. That's game. Wow, okay. So I got greedy with that. I don't even know. Wow. All right, I'm just gonna pretend like that didn't happen. I think we got a little unlucky with the double mini Chocobo into a Fabled Passage, all 3 off the top. But I definitely misplayed the hell out of that. I should have just killed the Traveling Chocobo when I had the chance. Alright, here we go. Lush Portico. Let's see. I think we can probably keep it. It's a little risky, especially if they do get going quickly. I kind of want to... Maybe I should have even... You can even make the case that... There we go. Good lord. Here we go. All right, let's do that same thing again. Let's go ahead and I think we want double white down just in case we do get into our lockdown, because the mana can get a little screwy here. Bristly Bill, sure. I think we'll go ahead and just set up for our lovely Overlord. Nothing too crazy here. Set up for a nice little Leyline Binding action. Next turn, we're already setting up for a red Overlord and a Leyline Binding kind of combo here. Tifa. Escape Tunnel, sure. So it's kind of worth noting that obviously with Lockhart, only her power doubles. So I don't really have to worry about anything. Terra, there we go. Terra of the Peaks. Just kidding. All right. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. Let's make sure we keep our white nice and safe. Doesn't really matter here as long as we have one white source everywhere. Token looking good. Even if they do pop the Escape Tunnel, shouldn't matter there. No, because the toughness doesn't double. Only the power. So 4 damage is 4 damage. Yep. Unless I'm mistaken. Don't think I am. Yeehaw. This is kind of close here to rip off this Leyline Binding. I think I'm going to. Just because they could hold up protection while they're tapped out. I think it's a little bit better to do that. But, man, this deck's pretty scary. Mossborn Hydra. Yeah, this deck is, you know. I tried making a whatchamacallit. Let's see if we can rip off a Leyline Binding here. So mill 5, grab an enchantment. There's a Leyline Binding. We also have Lockdown too, but Lockdown's not nearly as good. Obviously being presented with Mossborn Hydra. So let's go in for Fear of Missing Out. Okay, so this is actually great. They don't even hold up priority for the FOMO, which kind of is a tell. You would never be able to tell this in paper, obviously, but like on Arena, if they don't hold up full control, we kind of know that they don't have any sort of instant speed that they can interact us with. So that's just the one thing about Arena that you just have an advantage in. You know that they literally don't have an instant, which is kind of crazy. It's kind of a crazy tell that you can just get from Arena. All right, Traveling Chocobo. Okay, I gotta respect this damn thing. Yuna. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Okay, worst case scenario, we got Lockdown. Yeah, I mean, we can do this. Let's just go ahead and go for Commercial District, see if we can get like a Bahamut. No, okay. All right, that's fine. Yuna Hope, you are my greatest hope. Let's go. All right, so kind of a weird spot here because the FOMO can't really attack comfortably, even though we do have Delirium. It's not really what I want to do here. I guess we could swing in with TERRA. Maybe they should just block with Bristly Bill because I guess they just let it go, whatever. Because they gotta know. They gotta know that I'm bringing back this Lockdown with Yuna. All right, cool. We lose our FOMO, but that's a small price to pay for salvation. Bushwhack, sure. Here they go, storming off with these Chocobos. Another Traveling Chocobo. Do they have, they just have a forest, right? Nope. Oh my god, a Fabled Passage. So at least there's only one little baby Chocobo. This should be manageable, right? This should be manageable. Yeah, they're basically almost out of gas here. It's the Chocobo, big Chocobo, can grab stuff off the top of the deck, but we gotta turn to breathe here. And plus we do have just temporary lockdown now. Here we go, up the beanstalk, looking phenomenal. I think it's time. Let's go. We got Yuna. We got Yuna and TERRA. Let's go ahead and transform the TERRA. Let's go, Esper TERRA. Let's go for the Overlord. We're going to create a copy of the Overlord. It's going to have lifelink with Yuna. We're going to take out your whole board. We're going to gain life, and then we get to attack with it as well. So not only are we getting lifelink when you attack and deal the 4 damage, but when you actually deal the combat damage, so all the lifelink in the world. I don't think they're going to be able to withstand this amount of life gain. So let's just do this instead. We know that we're going to get the temporary lockdown, right? So let's kill you, even if they block, whatever. And then we're guaranteed the lockdown. Now it's going to have to get sacrificed anyway. All right, here we go. Here's the kind of cooking that I like here. All right, cool. With the okay, yeah. Okay, that's what we're talking about. All right. We're on. Okay, hear me out. Just hear me out. I would never do this on the play, but on the draw, we got a surveil land. So, okay. We also have lockdown too. I think that's the kind of the kicker here is we have lockdown. Lockdown can single-handedly win us the game. We're gonna get a draw and then a surveil and then okay, so there's a draw, it didn't work, and a surveil, it also didn't work. Okay, there's no more buffer. All right, we're gonna really need a land here. If I didn't. Son of a bitch. All right. We probably just lose. I guess we shouldn't really concede. Not yet, right? I guess we can snag an untapped source here soon, but I got absolutely punished. I think because all things had to be equal, right? Untapped or a surveil land and on the draw, I think we could, oh, we just lose. Wow. Good game. If you want access to my deck list, make sure to join the channel on YouTube as a member or sign up on Patreon.